You too, little one. Look, we're here for a reason. You guys already heard this before. Some of you have been here before, some of you have done this before, some of you haven't. So we're going to give everybody an opportunity to have this experience. I want you to stop eating. I want you to put your drinks down. If there's people inside, go inside and bring them out right now. Seriously, you're inside. Somebody go get them from inside. Tell them to come out here. They got 30 seconds. We're going to do this old school. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. I want everybody to close your eyes. I wasn't kidding. If you're eating, stop eating. I know you're hungry, big man, so what's up? You can put the fork down in 3 seconds. I want everybody to close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes for me. Now I'm going to ask you some questions. The question's going to be hard. And if you're already standing up, I just want you to raise your hand. Okay, so if you answer yes to this question, I just want you to raise your hand. If you stand up, I want you to stay standing the entire time. I don't want you to sit back down. Just keep your eyes closed and don't open your eyes until I ask you to open. If you know anybody in your life, friend, family, doesn't matter, who's ever attempted suicide or committed suicide, I want you to stand up. If you're standing, I want you to raise your hand. I want you to stay standing, I want you to keep your hand raised. If you yourself have ever had suicidal ideations, thought maybe the world would be better without you, maybe you're not good enough, maybe you're not worthy enough to be around, I want you to stand up. No, keep your hands raised. If you answer yes in one, if you answer yes in all, that's okay. So keep your hands up. If you have ever attempted suicide yourself, raise your hand. Or stand up. Keep your hands up. Keep standing. Open your eyes and look around. I want you to look at how many people you're surrounded by right now. The fact that we play this game and think that we're alone. And here we all are, right here. The one thing we don't want to fucking talk about. We're afraid to talk about it. And here it is. So,
Hi, sir.
we're not done. We're not done. My name's Adam Smith. The video you guys just watched, that's my video. That's my story. For those of you that were here last year, you've heard a little bit of this story. For those of you that are new, I'm going to tell it to you one more time. That was me putting a pistol in my mouth because I actually put a pistol in my mouth. I lost everything. I lost who I was when I got out of the military. Not only that, I didn't realize that my head, my brain was all jacked up. I also didn't realize that I was suffering from post-traumatic stress. We put all those things and then we strip identity away from ourselves because all we know is to happily wear the job that we do. It is who we are. We become this thing. We live and breathe this job, this skill set that we learn. And then it goes away. And how do we fit in when we don't speak the language? When you say pass the fucking salt at the dinner table, people look at you sideways. So we don't fit in. What do? Well, we hide. And the phrase, I got this, or I can handle this. See, there's this fear that if we talk about the fact that I want to kill myself, we talk about the fact that I can't function properly, we talk about the fact that I have weakness and deficiencies, that I'm a liability to my team. And we can't have that. We can't be liabilities to our teams because when we're liabilities, people die. It doesn't matter if you're in the military. It doesn't matter if you're a first responder. It doesn't matter if you are a law enforcement officer, a firefighter, a paramedic. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, and I can promise you this, you don't got it. At all. And yet we still operate alone. We still think that we can handle this all by ourselves. We play this game, and when people ask us how we are, what do we say? I'm good. I'm good. I'm fine. How's life? Fucking awesome, man. Life is awesome. What are you up to? Oh, I'm doing this. I got this new job. I'm looking at this opportunity. When in reality, what we're not saying is, I can't get my ass out of bed. And when I do, the first thing I want to do is pour bourbon. And then after I'm pouring my bourbon and I drink half a bottle, I want to go hide in a dark room so nobody knows and sees me crying. That video is real. And when I made that video, I didn't know how it was going to turn out. And that suicide note that you heard, that was real. Those were the words I wrote on paper. Saying goodbye to my fiance. See, life changes. That's what you don't get. If I had done that, I wouldn't have a beautiful 2.5-year-old daughter. I wouldn't have the most savage and precious little thing in my life that gives me a giant hug, kisses my face, and says, "I love you, Daddy," and then smacks the shit out of me. It's the greatest gift I've ever known I didn't know I needed. What you don't realize is that that's what TVP is for the people who go through treatment. TVP is that 2.5-year-old little girl that runs up and says, "I love you, Daddy." Because this gives us an opportunity to change the world. It gives us an opportunity to change how we show up for those beautiful little things and moments and people in our lives. You have to be willing to have this conversation. Take your sunglasses off. I want to show you something. Look me in the eye. There's a huge difference between this and putting those sunglasses on so we can hide. I'm a 40-year-old dad. I'm a 17-year veteran. I'm a former Green Beret. I've been blown up. I've been shot at. I've seen some crazy ass shit. Just like almost every other person in this room, regardless of whether you served or didn't serve. I'll promise you this. I had a title, Special Forces. Guess what? I'm not special. And neither are any of you. There's not one person in this room that's special. Because if we're all special, then none of us are. But here's a cool thing. That fingerprint you have on your finger, that one thing right there, that's yours and no one else's. That means that you're unique. But your feelings and emotions are not. And if you think you want to keep them from other people who've had a similar experience, by experience I mean feelings, all you're doing is a disservice to yourself and to another person. I had to learn how to re-identify myself. I had to learn how to define who I would be and how I would show up. No longer is it permissible for me to hide in a dark room and drown my sorrows in bourbon. No longer is it permissible for me to wake up in the morning and think that I'm a fucking victim and the world is happening to me. No longer is it permissible to hide the story in conversation. You all have a duty in this room. You have a duty to use your words. You have a duty to talk about the shit that you've been through and the feelings that you have. Because guess what? I don't care if you are a freaking psychopath, you still have feelings. It's a human condition. Your experiences, like your fingerprint, are unique. Your emotions are not. Stop communicating about your experience and start owning and communicating about your emotion. You may find that you give permission to the person that you're talking to who is in the depths and dregs of hell, trying to battle to come out of the other side of depression, trying to battle to figure out how to relive their life. You may give them permission. You may be the catalyst that gives them the opportunity to open up and put it on the table. So I had to re-identify myself. And that's the thing. What I figured out was I had this thing, I could talk. Somebody once said, "Adam, man, you talk good." And I went, "Okay, that's cool. Thanks, I guess." What I didn't realize is that the power of word is the power of impact. And if you share your story, you share your word, you get to create impact. That's what I realized what my purpose was. I didn't choose to join the military because the military and my action defined who I was. My actions were chosen because of who I am, not the other way around. So who am I? I'm Adam. What's my purpose? So you get to define that too. It's to create impact, to have that conversation. And today, my mission, which used to be given to me by higher command authority, is to support TVP. Which means if I have a choice to define who I am, define what my purpose in life is, and to define how I deliver that purpose into the world via my mission, you have a choice to do the same thing. That's why we're here, is it not? You heard him earlier say what? Time, talent, and treasure. Well, I see a whole bunch of people that took time. I didn't see a whole lot of talent on the shooting range today, I will say that much. Treasure, the little things that go jingle in your pocket. A quarter, a nickel, a dime, a dollar, a 10 note, $100, $1,000, a car. Let me tell you this. We're here for two specific reasons. To raise some fucking money and put people into treatment so they can change their life. You all get to be that catalyst. Today, your words are dollars. Today, your action to create impact is your ability to provide treatment for an individual who doesn't know how to change their own lives. Because they're stuck, because they're lost, because we haven't had this conversation. So who are you going to choose to be? When the live auction kicks off and Craig's up there running his yapper like he does, are you going to sit back in the dark and wait for somebody else to put their hand up? Or are you going to choose to be the action taker, the impact maker, the person ready to drop bombs in a room of change? Because that's what it's about. My name is Adam Smith. My purpose is create impact. My mission is however I choose to deliver it in the world. And today, y'all are my mission. I would like to introduce to you a gentleman who's wearing a cowboy hat and a thumb for a finger. So no matter what, he's always giving you a thumbs up. Craig Myers is a very good friend of mine. Craig's been doing all sorts of auctions all over the world, all over the United States. In fact, he was a 2-time or 3-time world champion. Which one? So now you have a choice. You get to make the choice. This is what's getting ready to happen. It's up to you. It's up to you to take action, to be bold, to create impact. And I want you to look around this room. Who here has been treated, who has gone to treatment through Defenders of Freedom at TVP? I want you to stand up. If you've gone to treatment, I want you to stand up. They're in the room, y'all. Who wants to go to treatment? Who thinks they might need treatment? Stand up. I'm standing up right now. I'm going. It's freaking scheduled in late November. I'm ready to go. They're in the room. That's what you don't know. They're in the room right now. You're looking at them right now. They're in the room. You all have the ability to make change. So this is my tagline. I'll leave it with this. Choose to be who you want to be. Choose to create impact. And go fucking get it.
Adam Smith, ladies and gentlemen, y'all, hey, give it up for Adam. I want to tell you a little something about my brother Adam. I do feel like he's a brother. He's a good man. And I want to tell you something about Adam. He could rip your arms off and beat you to death with them. But I don't know anybody with a bigger heart. That is a good man right there. Come all the way from North Carolina to speak to y'all on something that is dear to his heart and to help his brothers out. And y'all give it up for Adam one more time. Thank you, Adam, for coming out. Appreciate it. All right, now, are y'all ready for the live auction? I said, are y'all ready for the live auction? Ah, that's better.